Hey friends, it's Jacqueline here. In today's video, I'm bringing you my review, demos, such as comparisons on the brand new Dior Unofficial Spring 2022 collection. But before we get started, and if you're new here, I want to invite you to subscribe to my channel. Make sure you ring that post notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads, and come and follow me on my Instagram. And now, if you want to know all the details of Dior's Spring 2022 newest releases, then just keep on watching. I'm so excited for today's video because I will be talking about Dior's Unofficial Spring 2022 collection. And why unofficial? Because it's unofficial. We all by now know that Dior just launched not too long ago. I mean, at the beginning of the year, the first week of the year, we were bombarded by so many launches, not only from Dior, Chanel, I mean so many brands, right? But Dior has come out with their Spring 2022 collection, and I'm gonna put an image right here. It comes with two of the three obliques, different type of lipsticks, cheek lip balms, etc. I mean, like there's a ton of different things from that collection. Nothing called my attention. Nothing. I mean, like, I was at a point in time considering one of the three obliques, but I had in the past I don't say bad experience with the three obliques, but just like, oh, they are okay, the three obliques are okay, that I decided this year to pass on them. And honestly, from that collection, the only thing that it caught my attention was the nail polishes, because as you know, I love to paint my nails at home. I go for a pedicure to a salon and whatnot, but whatever has to do with my fingernails, I like to paint them myself. I like that process. I like, you know, just to have a little bit of moment to myself and do it myself. Anyhow, so Dior has come out with two different queens, eyeshadow queens, that they are very much what I will say springtime. One of them is kind of like pinky tone, the other one a little bit peachy, golden in tone, and then two blushes. One of them is new. The other one, I don't want to say that it's new. I'm just going like this, quote unquote, because I was able to purchase it last year during the springtime at Selfridges, but right now it's available at Dior's website, and I'm going to be talking about those items today. And also Dior has added more lip balms to their collection, so I decided to pick up a lip balm, and from the official Dior Spring 2022 collection, I picked up one of the lipsticks, the one that is more in peachy shade. So anyhow, friends, let me show you what I got, and let's play around with all this makeup. Let me tell you what I think about all of these. These are going to be all of them first impressions, but I'm just excited, very excited for all of these products. The first new queen from Dior is 839 POPELINE. That it means popeline, and this is, I feel very curious about all of these new products, at least the blushes and the eyeshadow queens. They all have fabric names, and all of these fabrics are fabrics that we recognize mostly for their usage during spring, summertime, mostly Easter time, just like the fabric popeline, if I'm traducing from French to English right here. So this is a unicorn. Unicorns are all the same. There's nothing, you know, like fancy, different, or anything like that. All the products right here, they are made in France. And let me show this beauty to you. So same packaging, very traditional. And then as we open it up, here you go. This is POPELINE. I think it's just lovely. I love these very light, very delicate, girly, pinky shades, very soft, very springtime, I will say. Now the next queen is 719 Organza, which is another soft fabric, and here you go. This is organza. This has more of like a peachy, warmer tone. Beautiful shade right here. And now let me show you the blushes. So one blush is more like your pinky shade, and the other blush has a little bit of that peach undertone to it. The more pinky blush is 352 Rose Dentelle, which is a rose lace. Here you go. This is Rose Dentelle. Ooh, super beautiful. So lovely. And it doesn't have a shift, at least what I see right here, but it does have a beautiful sheen. And then next one, and this is one that I do not have the box for it because like I said, I purchased it last year. I'm sure you saw it on one of my haul videos, and like I said, I purchased it from Selfridges. That, by the way, every single products and all the details of my makeup, I will be leaving it on the description box below for your convenience. But yeah, this shade right here now is available in the US, and it is Rayonnante. As you can tell, a little bit more of like a peachy kind of shade, very pretty. It does have a hint of golden undertone in it. Truly beautiful. And as far as the lip products goes, from the official Dior Spring 2022 collection, I went ahead and picked up the Satin lipstick in Mineral Peach 441. Let me show it to you. So it comes like this. And now these lipsticks and lip balms, they are all refillable. Look at this beauty. You know, my friends, I love peachy tones, and I thought, you know what, a peach lipstick I will always use. Is nothing that it will go to waste, at least on my collection. So I said, you know what, let me just pick at least that one right there. And then, like I was mentioning to you, Dior has added more lip balms to their collection, and in general more lip shades. And here I have the Satin lip balm in 388 Dioressence. This is it. I thought the shade looked so pretty, although I knew it was a balm. I don't know, I had the feeling that perhaps it will give me a little bit of a hint of color. We will try it in a second, but this looks so pretty, and I think it looks really well. I'm gonna try it like such. Let's go for the pink queen, the pink blush, and this pink balm. First on one side of my face, and then on the other side of my face we will do the peach, and then I will change the lipstick. You know how this goes. We're just gonna play around with makeup. I will look crazy by the end, you know, having two different, you know, eye looks and blushes, but you know, at the end I hope that it serves you if you are debating which of these products to pick up. So first I'm gonna apply the Satin balm in Dioressence. It's really important to have lip balm before you start your entire face of makeup. It's part of prepping your lips for the grand finale. Put your lipstick on. So let's go for the lip balm. Fortunately, there's really no shade. I mean, there's a little bit of like, kind of like a whitish undertone to it, but no shade, which that's so sad, because I honestly thought by the images that this will have a little bit of like some sort of color, but it doesn't. That's okay. I mean, a lip balm is a lip balm, so definitely I will get to use it no matter what. Okay, let's go ahead and play with POPELINE, this beautiful eyeshadow, and let's just first give it a quick swatch right here. Okay, this is more of like but it seems like a celestial shade, like a taupe shade. This one right here is more, but it seems like metallic-y. Well, you know, when talking about Dior, it's not like you're having like full metallics, but between a satin and a metallic shade. And then we have two that they are matte shades, but soft mattes, so they do have a little bit of a sheen. Ooh, that's a cool tone one. And then this beautiful taupey shade, it's so pretty. Definitely very soft and a delicate color story. And I'm applying it above the crease. I'm gonna take this shade and I'm gonna apply it all over the mobile lid. REPHR 14 brush, and I'm gonna go to the taupey shade, and I'm gonna start dipping it out my outer V. Smith 253 brush, I'm gonna go with the middle shade, and I'm gonna apply this right on the middle of my eyelid. And I'm gonna go back again to this shade, and I'm gonna apply it with some of Matte Fix Plus. Really pretty. Now just using my finger, because this shade right here is more of like a taupe kind of shade, I'm just gonna dab it a little bit on the middle to to create a little bit more of a halo effect. This here right there, it just went like a little bit bim. I'm gonna use this same shade and I'm gonna apply it on my inner corner and on my brow bone. BK Beauty 204 brush. And I'm gonna apply the shade beneath my lower lash line. SONIA G flat definer. And I'm gonna apply the shade very, very close to my lower lash line. And kind of create a little bit more intensity right there. Time to go with the blush, this beautiful pinky tone in Rose Dentelle. And as you can tell, the shade is super, super light. I don't even know if it's gonna show my skin tone, but just swatch it right here. Let me just build up the swatch. Okay, it's right over here. I'm gonna be using my Hermes brush. It does show on the cheeks though. I thought it was not gonna show, but it does show. And it has, you know, actually you can even skip highlighter with this blush, because although it's not a highlighter, it does have a beautiful sheen. So if you're looking for something very delicate for springtime, do you see the sheen that it's giving me right there? And by the way, I don't have any bronzer right now, just trying to show you the true colors of each of the products before applying bronzer. Now let's move on to the other eyeshadow queen in Organza. We have that kind of like soft matte satiny shade. Now this one is a true metallic shade right here. This is a matte shade. Let's go for this last shade right here that is not super peachy. I mean, it does have some peach in it, but it does have a hint of pink undertone to it too. REPHR 27 brush, and I'm going to take this shade above the crease. Scott Barnes number 62 brush. I'm taking this shade and applying it right on the crease. REPHR 01 brush. I'm taking the shade from the middle to the outer third. SONIA G Classic Crease. Taking the shade on the outer V. Now this shade, it may seem a little bit similar to the shade over here, but this one right here, it has a little bit more of like a cool tone. This one, although taupey tone, it does have just a slight amount of warmth to it. Smith 253 brush, and I'm going with the gold shade. I'm taking this shade and applying it from the inner third of the eyelid. And I'm taking it all the way to the middle of the eyelid. Now, if you want to intensify this shade, you just, you know, get a little bit on your brush, and then you use a little bit of Matte Fix Plus or water, whatever spray you have available. And you just use it wet, or you can also just use your fingers. I apply a little bit of eyeliner, mascara on, and now let's go for the blush in 330 Rayonnante, which means radiant. I'm gonna apply it, let's see, below right here of the respective eyeshadow queen. And you know what? Let me just show it to you. I'm gonna swatch the peachy one, this other one, and I'm just gonna show it to you on my fingers too, so you can see the difference. Rayonnante and Rose Dentelle. Another beautiful shade from Dior. Another gorgeous shade, and this one the same thing. It does have, you see a little bit, there's no shimmer, there's no glitter on both of the blushes. There's just a slight sheen to them, like a satin finish. See, you can see the golden tone in there, And here is a pinky tone that you have going on. Now I'm going to try that satin lipstick in Mineral Peach 441. And this is not your typical satin lipstick that you have a lot of pigmentation to it. It's more of like a hybrid between a satin lipstick and a little bit of a lip balm, although I have removed the lip balm already before applying these, but there's some translucency into it with a lot of sheen though. Let me just swatch these right here so you can see. You see it right there. I applied it once, but there's not the pigment that you will find in a typical satin lipstick. I mean, you can definitely build it up, but it's more of like a sheer kind of like balmy satin lipstick kind of hybrid to it, something along those lines. So here you go, this is Mineral Peach. Since I have you here up close, I want to give a swatch to a couple of blushes that I have on my collection that they are from Dior. One of them came out actually, I think it was beginning of November or late October. It is called Mille Fiori 361, and I honestly thought this was going to be something that we will see this year, 2022, during the springtime. Is this shade right here. Super pretty. This is in the shade 361. And look at how close to Rose Dentelle. There's a little bit, it looks close, but I think these are here to begin with. It doesn't have any kind of like sheen or chip like Rose Dentelle. And Rose Dentelle has a little bit more warmth to it. This one right here, definitely a little bit more warmth. And then as far as the peachy blush go, I thought to compare it to New Look. This one right here, which is more like a peachy tone shade versus Rayonnante. You can see the difference right there. So I'm going to swatch right here, New Look, and then on my pinky, Rayonnante. All of them very nice and soft. Mille Fiori and Dentelle. And let's do here, New Look and Rayonnante. And then as far as the eyeshadow goes, for the pinky one, I thought, you know, it kind of gave me a little bit of Charlotte Tilbury Star Aura eyeshadow quad. I went ahead and swatched Star Aura right here, and I have right over here the Quint in Popeline. Definitely you can see there's a difference right there. On this shade right here, you have a little bit more of like a warmer undertone, while this one leans overall more cool tone. And then if you were curious, I have here Pink Sakura, which it was also a spring release of 2021 from Dior that came out with a very small discreet collection. I think it was just this, a lipstick that I absolutely love, and that was pretty much it. But as you can tell, this one right here leans a lot more lilac, you know, purpley tone. And then I do have also Rouge Trafalgar, a lot more intense, something that you can definitely wear during fall time too. And then I do have here Romantic Voyage, which is also kind of like a dusty pink kind of quint. Alright my friends, I went ahead and applied a little bit of my Dior Forever bronzer. Again, all the details of all the products that I spoke about today, they will be in the description box below. Now let's go here into my final thoughts about these Unofficial Dior Spring 2022 collection. I know I'm laughing because this is not a Spring 2022 collection from Dior. I'm just saying it Unofficial because honestly, I thought, you know, what a missed opportunity from Dior to actually create their Spring 2022 collection based on these eyeshadow queens and the blushes. And that's not to say that, you know, the official Dior Spring 2022 collection isn't pretty. It is very pretty, it looks very beautiful, but these ones right here, I just feel like, you know, all together between the blushes and the eyeshadows, they all look so beautiful. They look like a spring. or am I crazy or what? I feel these shades right here, they are totally a springtime. And you know, I know that perhaps a lilac kind of palette could have been fun, but last year we saw Pink Sakura, which has a little bit of that lilac. It would have been amazing if they could have brought it back. But what about doing these queens and having a beautiful embossing like Birds of a Feather collection? I think they, you know, this collection up to right now, to me, it's unbeatable. The Birds of a Feather. I mean, like from formulation, the actual embossing, the shade selection, the lipsticks and whatnot. I mean, like they could have done something really, really nice right here too. I think it's just both of the eyeshadow palettes, they look beautiful. They are very soft and delicate, as you can see on my eyelids, but they are very spring vibe. I mean, they are not here to give you like a ton, like they do have pigment, but they are not here to give you that a ton of pigmentation, you know, like being just too much. They are just very, very delicate, very beautiful transition between spring and summertime. And thinking about Easter too, about this palette right here, and thinking a little bit more about Valentine's Day, that in a blink of an eye it's gonna be here. I mean, we are already mid-January, unbelievable, and you know, soon we're gonna be talking about everything Valentine's. I mean, lovely. And I honestly love both blushes. I think they are a beautiful hybrid between a blush and a highlighter. You give that beautiful sheen to the skin without being too much. I will have to say, I do have a large pores right here in the front of my cheeks, and they are not emphasizing them, but you know, you can keep it a little bit higher up and drape it a little. That way, you know, it just gives you a little bit more of like, you know, lifting kind of look to your cheeks. I mean, honestly, stunning. Both of them. I mean, obviously, your preference. If you want something more cooler tone, you go with this one. If you want something a little bit warmer in tone, then you go with this one. But yeah, and I mean, like, these leave me wonder. What is this Mille Fiore doing solo? Nobody making it company, you know, with this beautiful embossing too. I mean, this could have been the perfect embossing for, you know, another collection. This is, you know, like this, again, calling it the Unofficial Spring 2022 collection. I mean, they could have done that. I mean, like, why not? Why not? And as far as the lip products goes, I'm not like, wow, super impressed. I mean, the Mineral Peach, honestly, it very much looks like a balm with a little bit of a tint. And then as far as the lip balm goes, it's a lip balm. I mean, it's unfortunate that it doesn't have a little bit more of like a pink, you know, like kind of like the Mineral Peach, that at least you can see something peachy in there. This one, if you would have had like just a little bit of pink in it, it would have been lovely. But other than that, I enjoy all of the products. I know I will be using them because in a day-to-day basis, aside to wearing, you know, those very neutral brown nudie tones on my eyelids, I also like to play a little bit around with pinks, that they are not like super intense pinks. I mean, like this one is giving me, although as you were able to tell by the swatches, it's not identical as Star Aura by Charlotte Tilbury or say First Frost from Tom Ford. It gives me that, you know, like cool tone vibe that is not too cool tone, that is playful, that little bit of a frost finish in it that makes it just very interesting. Same thing with this peachy shade. I think both of the eyeshadows and the two blushes that I showcased today, they give that very ethereal, angelic kind of look. Lovely products from Dior. So if you're interested on any of these blushes or eyeshadow palettes, I will say give them a try if you like something very soft and ethereal. If you're on the mind that not that I want something that is like wow, very present, then obviously these are not for you. I really also love the finish of the eyeshadows. They play a lot around those satin shades, very soft and delicate. Even the mattes are very soft. They do have a slight sheen to them. Very beautiful, very forgiving if you have a lot of folds on your eyelids or texture on your eyelids. And same thing with the blush. If you have texture on your skin, this is not emphasizing it at all. Okay, my friends, I really enjoy all these products right here, and now I would love to know from you, are you curious about these products? Are you planning to get 1, 2 pieces? Perhaps you already got something, or perhaps you have them on your wish list. Let's continue the conversation on the comment section down below, and while you're at it, and if you haven't done so yet, I invite you to subscribe to my channel. Make sure you ring that post notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads, and come and follow me on my Instagram. If you like this video, do not forget to give it a thumbs up. Also share with family and friends, and until the next time, I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day. Bye.